Of course I start filming and he's texting me a million things from the grocery store. You can't ask a guy to do anything apparently. All right, what was my last pregnancy update? My hair's so freaking static, I can't handle it. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing my week 26 and 27 pregnancy update. I currently just started 29 weeks, so I am going to do a like bump date. It'll be a week off, but I honestly don't feel like I look any different than I did a few days ago at 27 weeks. So I'm just gonna show you my belly anyway at the end of the video. But for now, let's get started with, oh, I almost said let's get started with symptoms. I'm not forgetting to do the sides of the baby this time. I haven't been doing that in past videos, so we're remembering to do it this time. So the size of the baby for week 26 is the size of a scallion. It says your baby is continuing to put on fat and now weighs 1 2/3 pounds and measures 14 inches, which is the length of a scallion. Mom's life at 26 weeks, rushing around trying to take childbirth classes and prenatal visits. No and no. The last time I had an appointment was at 24 weeks, so I had it a few weeks ago. I actually had my 28-week appointment today, but for 26 weeks, the last time I had an appointment was 24 weeks. So I actually hadn't had an appointment for a little while at this point. Now moving on to symptoms, my first symptom was feeling very big. Like I remember that I just felt super pregnant and I was like, what the heck? Like I do not remember feeling this big. And this was like right in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it was like a weird time where it's like I just ate a shit ton of food, but it's like not bloating. It's like I'm actually just like feeling super pregnant. But I just remember my belly felt so big, and even Max was like, holy crap, like you really got big. And like I kind of was sad about it, but I was like, I get it. I'm pregnant. My belly's popping. My next symptom was cramps so bad during the night, and I remember this kind of was happening a lot in the previous weeks too, but I don't know why I was having the worst cramps at night, and it was so bad. And I was kind of talking about this in my last video. The only thing that would get it to stop was to drink water like right away, and they would stop, which the doctor said is probably a little bit of like dehydration. But it was so annoying because they would wake me up in the middle of the night, and it wasn't like, I knew it wasn't contractions, but I knew it was like, it was Braxton Hicks, I'm sure, but it just was like so painful, and I was like kind of freaking out a little bit because now that I'm getting farther along, the things I start to feel, I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? But at least I know that this did happen with Jackson the first time, so it's kind of like not as scary the second time. But it was so bad, and they were waking me up in the middle of the night. My next symptom is that my legs were super itchy. And I remember because I was sitting and filming a lot of videos at this time, like for Vlogmas and stuff, and I was sitting and my legs would itch so bad. And I'm pretty sure I even said in one of my videos that my legs were so freaking itchy. I don't know what was going on, but it was freaking me out because I was scared that, like, I wasn't having any swelling or anything, but I was really scared that that was going to start. Like, I don't know, I was scared that I was like losing blood flow in my legs because they were itchy. I don't know why I was like totally freaking out about it. The next symptom is a lot of movement, and it was really exciting because I actually would see movement on the outside of my stomach. So as you guys know, I don't really know how like the placenta works, if it can move like how the baby moves, if the placenta can also move. But the last time I was at the doctor, they told me that my placenta was anterior, so it's on the outside of my belly. So it's like my belly, and then like the baby's in here, and then this is my back. So like the placenta is covering the baby, so which is why I haven't felt as much movement like with my hand, or Max hasn't felt as much movement. It was really exciting because at week 26 I was feeling a lot of, or not feeling, seeing a lot of movement on the outside of my stomach, and now 2 weeks later I'm literally seeing so much movement. Like literally you can see like a foot or a hand or something, not like actually the outline, but you could see something like pushing on my stomach. I don't know, it was really cool. And it was really cool at 26 weeks because I hadn't seen that any week before. My next symptom is peeing a lot during the day and at night, but it was more during the day. Like I would be like cleaning or something, like anytime I would get up I would be like, oh my god, I have to pee again. Like it was just really obnoxious. And it also has to do with me just like feeling really big, because I swear to god I got bigger like overnight from 25 to 26 weeks. It was like a huge difference. So I was feeling, oh my gosh, I was feeling a lot of pressure, and it made me pee a lot. My next symptom is feeling anxious. And I remember I was having a really hard week that week, and I don't know if it was like the whole week, but I know it was a few days. I was just like thinking a lot about things and like getting myself like worked up and just thinking about things that like really don't even matter right now. And I was just kind of like having a lot of anxiety about stuff, and even things that didn't relate to the baby at all. I was just like, I don't know, I just felt my anxiety was very, very high that week. I don't know why. It's probably, again, just like a pregnancy hormone thing, but I just had really bad anxiety that week. Moving on to cravings. My first craving I wrote down is sugar cookies, and that is probably because we made a bunch of sugar cookies around that time and for like Christmas and whatnot, and they were so good. And I've like never even craved like sugar cookies before, even when I've made them like in the past. And then all of a sudden, I think it just was a combination of watching my baking shows and then making sugar cookies. I was like literally wanting them 24/7. And then on the flip side of that, my next craving was Lay's potato chips. And I remember I was watching Kira's OK Baby's pregnancy update, and she said that she was craving chips, or she wanted Lay's or something of the sort, and I was like, oh my god, I want Lay's so bad. And I literally hate potato chips. Like I can eat other kinds of chips, but I do not like Lay's potato chips. Like I just think they're so gross, and I wanted them so bad, and I wanted to eat them with dip, and Max had the dip, but he ate all the chips, and I was pissed. I remember I went downstairs and I was like, Max, you need to go to the store and get me Lay's. And he's like, it's midnight, I'm not going to the store and getting you Lay's. Like I needed them. It's not even like I wanted them, like my body needed them. So that is it for week 26. Moving on to week 27. The baby is the size of a head of cauliflower, and this is really weird. Look at the picture that comes up on this pregnancy app when I look up week 27. Like how crazy is that picture? I think that is like the craziest thing. What if baby's like you could actually see that? I don't know, that picture just like really blew my mind. I was not prepared for that. It says the baby at week 27 weighs almost 2 pounds and is 14.5 inches long with her legs extended. She's sleeping and waking at regular intervals, opening and closing eyes, and even sucking on her fingers. Which I keep saying she, you guys. Again, I don't know the gender. We didn't find out the gender. We actually got a video of her at my 20-week appointment of her sucking on her thumb at the ultrasound, and it's the cutest thing. Like I said in my 20-week video, I don't really want to share it because I think it's just something so precious that I just don't want to put it on the internet. Like I just want to keep it for myself. I think it is the cutest thing I've literally ever seen when it comes to like ultrasound pictures and stuff like that. Like I just thought it was so crazy. It was so freaking cute. Like they actually were able to this doctor was able to send me pictures and videos through text message from the ultrasound, which was so cool. So they were able to send me a video of her like literally sitting there profile sucking on her thumb. Like you could see the tongue moving, you could see, it was so cute. I just thought it was the cutest thing in the world. So that's really cool that it says now at 27 weeks she's even sucking on her fingers, because she has been doing that for a long time. It says the baby may also be getting a case of baby hiccups, which definitely has been happening. I've been feeling, I think at least it's the hiccups, I've been feeling a lot of like rhythmic movement, so it feels like the hiccups. When I was pregnant with Jackson, he had the hiccups all the time. Every night he had the hiccups, so I totally remember what that feels like. Moving on to symptoms for 27 weeks. So my first one is feeling really tired and needing a nap, and I remember I actually slept, or I took a nap at least every day that week. I just came out on the couch like when Jackson was taking a nap or something, and I took like a quick like 45-minute nap. But I remember I was so tired that week. Like I don't know what it was. Like I don't even think Jackson was like waking up any earlier than usual or anything. I think I just literally was pregnant and so freaking tired, so I slept a lot that week. The next symptom is leg cramps, and I remember I only ever get them at night. I don't ever get them like during the day or sitting on the couch or something. I only ever get them at night, and Max actually felt my calves and said that they were so tight and I need to stretch them. So I think I'm gonna start doing that, because I've been having a lot of leg cramps, and I feel like at night when I like go to stretch out in bed or something, my leg automatically cramps up, and it shouldn't be happening that easily. So I don't know what's going on, but leg cramps were a big problem last week. The next symptom is another kind of cramp, and I was getting rib cramps, and I don't know how it was happening, but it literally was like to a point where I felt like the baby's hand or foot or something was stuck inside of a rib, and it literally made it hard to breathe. Like I remember not even being able to move, because this probably is so visual and so messed up that I even thought about this, but I literally, like I said, pictured like an arm or a leg or something in my rib cage, and like I was scared that if I moved I would like snap her little arm or little leg or something. Like it was so painful to move, it was painful to breathe. I don't know what was happening. It wasn't exactly like a cramp, but it was like something was stuck in my rib and I could not move, and it hurt so bad. And I remember it happened a few times that week. I don't know what was going on. It's never happened before that. It hasn't happened since, but it was so painful. And then my last symptom for 27 weeks is my stomach was very hard. And I remember it still is now. I think that was like the start of it, but I remember I was telling Max, I was like, literally feel how hard my stomach is. Like it was weird. I don't remember my stomach being that hard with Jackson. I don't remember it being that hard at least this early with Jackson. Like, it just was really weird. Even now, it's like, I'm like feeling it and it's like really hard. I don't know why it's like that, but my stomach was just like very hard. And my cravings for 27 weeks, all I wrote down was sugar, and I'm sure that's because we had a ton of cookies and all these horrible snacks and everything for Christmas, which was a few days later, so I'm sure that's why I was craving sugar. But like you guys know, I've been craving sugar like the whole pregnancy pretty much, which is again why I think it's a girl. Now though, it is time for the belly shot. Hold on, I might have to back this camera up for you. So here we go. Wow, I actually feel like it's so much bigger than it was in the last video. Oh my gosh, and I still, like, obviously they're not gonna go away. I don't know why I say every video, oh, I still have these, like, obviously, but thankfully I have not gotten any other stretch marks. I've been putting like lotion and stuff on, but I don't know if that's really doing anything or if I'm just blessed to not have stretch marks. But that is it for, with this ring light being so bright, I can't see anything behind it, and I thought I saw someone standing there for a second. My heart is actually racing. But that's it for this pregnancy update. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, leave us any comments or questions you may have, because we love hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.